If you were born before 1966, I need you to listen to me carefully. Because what I'm about to share with you directly affects your Social Security benefits, your Medicare costs, and potentially thousands of dollars you may be leaving on the table. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to make sure you actually understand what's happening, because most people don't. And when you don't understand the rules, you make decisions that cost you, sometimes permanently. And I want to tell you right now, towards the end of this video, I'm going to explain a law that was recently passed that could mean hundreds of dollars more per month for millions of Americans born before 1966. Some people are already receiving back payments because of it. Most people have no idea this even happened, so make sure you stay until the end, because that section alone could change your financial situation. But first, let's walk through everything else you need to know. Grab a pen, sit down, and let's go through this together. Let's start with the good news, because yes, there is good news. In 2026, Social Security recipients are receiving a 2.8% cost of living adjustment, what they call a COLA. What does that actually mean in real dollars? If you're the average retired worker, your monthly benefit is going up by about $56 a month, bringing the average check to roughly $2,071 per month. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. $56 just a month? That's it? And I hear you. But here's the thing. That increase is real money, and it's automatic. You don't have to apply for it. You don't have to call anyone. It just happens. But, and this is a big but, that extra money doesn't always land in your pocket the way you'd expect. And that's where things get complicated. So let's talk about what's eating into that raise. Here's something that catches a lot of people completely off guard. If you're on Medicare, and if you're over 60, there's a good chance you are, your Medicare Part B premium is going up in 2026, and it's going up significantly. The standard Medicare Part B premium in 2026 is $202.90 per month. That's up from $185 in 2025. That's nearly an $18 increase, almost a 10% jump in 1 year. And here's the part that stings. For most people, Medicare Part B premiums are automatically deducted directly from your Social Security check. So that 2.8% COLA raise you just got, a chunk of it is already spoken for. Now, for most people, the COLA increase is still larger than the Medicare premium increase, so your net check should still go up a little. But if you're on a fixed income and you were counting on that full $56 raise, you need to know that your actual take-home increase will be smaller. The annual Part B deductible is also going up from $257 to $283-ish in 2026. These are costs that come out of your pocket before Medicare starts covering things. So the lesson here is simple. Don't just look at your COLA, look at your full picture. Know what's coming in and what's going out. Now let's talk about something that I think is one of the most misunderstood parts of Social Security. And it's something that people born before 1966 need to understand clearly. Your full retirement age, what Social Security calls your FRA, is the age at which you're entitled to 100% of your benefit. And depending on when you were born, that age is different. Here's how it breaks down. If you were born in 1958, your full retirement age is 66 and 8 months. If you were born in 1959, your full retirement age is 66 and 10 months. If you were born in 1960 or later, including anyone born between 1960 and 1965, your full retirement age is 67. Now here's why this matters so much. If you claim Social Security before your full retirement age, your benefit is permanently reduced, not temporarily, permanently. If you claim at 62, the earliest possible age, you could see your benefit cut by as much as 25 to 30% for the rest of your life. That's not a small number. On a $2,000 monthly benefit, that's $500 to $600 less every single month, every single year for as long as you live. On the flip side, if you delay claiming past your full retirement age up to age 70, your benefit grows by about 8% per year. So waiting from 67 to 70 could increase your monthly check by 24%. That's significant. Now, I'm not saying everyone should wait until 70. That's not the right answer for everyone. Your health, your financial situation, whether you're still working, all of that matters. But what I am saying is, don't just claim at 62 because you can. Make an informed decision. Run the numbers. Because this is one of the most permanent financial decisions you will ever make. Here's another thing that trips people up, especially those who are still working while collecting Social Security. If you are collecting Social Security benefits before your full retirement age and you're still earning income from a job, there's something called the earnings test that can temporarily reduce your benefits. In 2026, if you are under your full retirement age for the entire year, Social Security will withhold $1 in benefits for every $2 you earn above $24,480. So if you're making $34,480 a year, that's $10,000 over the limit. And Social Security will withhold $5,000 in benefits. Now, the important word there is withhold, not lose. Once you reach your full retirement age, the SSA recalculates your benefit and gives you credit for those withheld months. So you do get some of it back eventually. But in the short term, it can feel like a real hit to your monthly income. If you reach your full retirement age during 2026, the rules are more lenient. The limit goes up significantly, and only $1 is withheld for every $3 you earn over the threshold. And once you hit your full retirement age, the earnings test disappears completely. You can earn as much as you want with no reduction to your Social Security benefit. So if you're still working and you're thinking about claiming early, factor this in. It could affect your monthly cash flow more than you realize. Now I want to talk about something that's a little more uncomfortable, but you deserve to hear it straight. The Social Security Trust Fund has a long-term solvency problem. This isn't new news, but it's something that doesn't get talked about enough in plain language. The Social Security trustees have projected that if Congress does nothing, no changes to taxes, no changes to benefits, nothing, the trust fund could be depleted sometime in the mid-2030s. If that happens, Social Security would only be able to pay out about 75 to 80 cents for every dollar of promised benefits. Now, does that mean Social Security is going away? No. Social Security is not going away. The program collects payroll taxes every single day, and those taxes will always fund a significant portion of benefits. But there could be a reduction if lawmakers don't act. Here's the reality. Congress has fixed Social Security funding problems before. In 1983, they made significant changes that extended the program's solvency for decades. And there's strong political will on both sides to protect benefits for current and near retirees. But here's my message to you. Don't assume someone else is going to handle this for you. Stay informed. Pay attention to what's happening in Washington and make sure your own retirement plan doesn't rely 100% on Social Security as your only source of income. If you have savings, a pension, or other assets, now is the time to make sure your overall plan is solid. Okay, I told you at the beginning of this video that I was saving the most important thing for last. Here it is. For decades, and I mean decades, there were two provisions buried inside Social Security law that quietly reduced or completely wiped out benefits for millions of hard-working Americans. Most people never even knew these rules existed until they showed up at the Social Security office and found out their check was far smaller than they expected. The first was called the Windfall Elimination Provision, the WEP. The second was called the Government Pension Offset, the GPO. Here's what these rules did. If you worked in a job that had its own pension and didn't pay into Social Security, think teachers in certain states, firefighters, police officers, federal employees, some state and local government workers, these provisions could slash your Social Security benefit. In some cases, the GPO wiped out a spouse's or widow's benefit entirely, completely gone. Even if their spouse had paid into Social Security their whole working life. Millions of people were affected. Millions of people fought against these rules for years, and for a long time, nothing changed. Until January 5th, 2025. On that date, the Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law, and with it, both the WEP and the GPO were fully repealed. Gone. Done. Finished. What does that mean for you right now in 2026? It means that if your benefit was being reduced because of either of these provisions, you are now entitled to your full benefit without those penalties. And the SSA has been issuing back payments going all the way back to January 2024. Let me say that again. Back payments. Going back to January 2024, that could be over a year's worth of money that you are owed and may not have received yet. If you are a retired teacher, a government worker, a firefighter, a police officer, a federal employee, or if you are the spouse or widow of someone who was, please do not ignore this. Call the Social Security Administration at 1-800-772-1213 and ask them directly, was my benefit affected by the WEP or GPO, and have I received the updated amount and any back payments I'm owed? Don't assume they've already taken care of it. Don't assume someone called you. Call them. Ask the question, because this could mean hundreds of dollars more every single month and potentially thousands of dollars in back pay sitting there waiting for you. This is the kind of thing that changes people's retirement, and most people still don't know it happened. All right, let's bring this home. Here's your clear action list. Number 1, create or log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov. It's free, it takes about 10 minutes, and it shows you your full earnings history, your estimated benefit at different ages, and any notices from the SSA. Do this today. Number 2, if you were ever a government employee, teacher, firefighter, police officer, or worked in any job with a pension that didn't pay into Social Security, call the SSA and ask specifically about the WEP and GPO repeal. Ask if you're owed back payments. This could be life-changing money. Number 3, know your exact full retirement age. Write it down. And before you claim Social Security, calculate what you'd receive at 62, at your FRA, and at 70. The difference over a lifetime is enormous. Number 4, if you're still working and thinking about claiming early, understand the earnings test. Know the $24,480 threshold for 2026 and how it could affect your monthly check. Number 5, review your Medicare situation. Your Part B premium is going up to $202.90 a month in 2026. Factor that into your monthly budget so you're not caught off guard. And number 6, share this video. Seriously. If you have a parent, a sibling, a friend, a neighbor who was born before 1966, share this with them. The WEP and GPO repeal alone could change someone's financial life, and most people still don't know it happened. Look, Social Security is complicated. The rules change, the numbers change, and the stakes are incredibly high because these are decisions that affect the rest of your life. But you don't have to figure it all out alone. That's exactly why I make these videos, to break it down in plain English so you can make smart, confident decisions. If this helped you, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more people find this information. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I cover this stuff regularly. And drop a comment below. Tell me what questions you still have, or let me know if the WEP or GPO repeal affects you. I read every comment. You've worked hard your whole life. You deserve every dollar you've earned. Let's make sure you get it. I'll see you in the next one.